seeing his
Yo,
footage, actually.
people
Wanted
are
to show you
actually
guys.
record. No one wants to call for help? Nah, bro. It's your boy Sluu Hustle, man. Let's get right into this video. Wait, what? He's in a lion? Wait, hold on. Oh, he's actually in the lion's den right now. Like the enclosed lions joint at the, what is this, a zoo? No fucking way, bro. Why would you play with your life like this, gang?
And that's where I have
What?
to pause the video. And ladies and gentlemen, apparently this was a
What?
19-year-old man who was mauled to death by a lioness at a zoo in Brazil after he snuck into her enclosure. And I just gotta say, obviously, if this were a male lion, this would have been a lot more violent. And typically cats, the way they kill their prey is by choking them to death. So at least it was a cat, a big cat. Because had it been any other type of animal, more violent, he could have been ripped apart like chimps, hyenas,
What
bears. You're
the
pretty much getting eaten alive. Yeah, very painful. And I just gotta say, like, why? You know, the
dude,
top
what
comment here
the
says that he had
fuck?
schizophrenia, apparently. This ain't it, bro. What was he thinking? Another person said, if that was me, that lioness would have been, bruh. This is why you can never trust Instagram
What the
comments. Another
fuck,
person said, my
bro?
granddad back told me always if an animal eats human, terrible grammar, you have to kill it because it's developed a taste for humans. I think that is true. So much like
Yo,
Harambe back in what was this, 2014 or some shit?
I'm just
2016?
like, yo, what the fuck, bro? My man was in the lion's den, gang. Yo, I can't believe
This
it, bro.
lioness by the name of Leona, beautiful name, can be seen here after the fact with blood all over her coat. Now I'm gonna be honest, hopefully
What the fuck, bro? Bro, bro,
they
this
don't
is,
kill her.
bro,
Apparently
this
they
is
didn't need any
crazy.
tranquilizers to, you know, get her back to normal. They didn't have to sedate her. This is a beautiful cat. She does not deserve to die for, you know, acting on her natural impulses. If this were a
What?
zookeeper, this would have been a completely different thing. But this was a stranger entering her home, and she didn't know if he posed a threat or not.
Yo, what the? Hold on, bro. He's trying to justify this lion eating this kid. Nonetheless, the kid shouldn't have got in there. Yo, nah, bro. This whole situation is, gang, this whole situation is crazy to me, bro. I can't fathom with what's going on right now, bro.
Not. So she did what she had to do. And mind you, ladies and gentlemen, lionesses, especially in nature, are very protective over their prides, their cubs, and even the lion, the head
This is
lion of the
absolutely
pride.
crazy,
They
bro.
will do what they have to do to protect themselves. However, as according to this article, they say the victim, identified as 19-year-old Gerson Mikado, slipped into the big cat's pen in a shocking repeat of earlier attempts to get close to lions as a part of his obsession with becoming a trainer. Mikado, who had
What?
once tried to reach Africa as a plain stowaway in a desperate bid to pursue his dream, was known to police after repeatedly breaching security in his fixation with big cats. The troubled
Hold
teenager who
on,
spent most
bro.
of his life in
Wait a
Africa
second.
struggled with
Wait a
severe
second.
mental
Wait
health
a
issues.
second. Wait a second. Wait a second. This kid was so fascinated. This 19-year-old kid was so fascinated with huge cats, lions, panthers, and shits of the sorts that he actually risked his life and got inside an enclosed lion's den at the fucking zoo and got mauled behind this, bro. Like, this lion killed him for this shit. Nah, bro, I don't even know, bro.
Was filmed clambering down a tree inside the enclosure after scaling a 20-feet wall at the zoo in Joa Pessoa, northeast Brazil. And ladies and gentlemen, you can see that wall here. This is him climbing right here. I'm just now seeing his footage, actually.
People are actually record. No one wants to call for help? Nah, bro.
Like, genuinely, that is crazy.
Nah, bro. This is crazy. People are recording him go into the lion's den? What?
So we're getting a close-up shot of him not only scaling the wall, but we're gonna see him on the other side now.
Yo. This is... This is crazy, bro. This kid
And we already saw
really...
that, right? We understand what's gonna happen next, right? And here we can see the lioness after the fact.
Yo, what? He really got inside a lion's den and got fucking killed. I can't, like,
So yeah,
why would
she looks,
anyone want
kind
to do
of
that
out
to
of breath
themselves,
after
bro?
doing what she had to do. And not gonna lie, at this point, if I hadn't said it already, this is Darwinism. This is natural selection. Obviously, this kid
Fuck.
wasn't well in the head. Mental health issues, the article said. Some people said he had schizophrenia. Clearly, he wasn't mentally well, obviously. And I just gotta say, it is what it is. 19, you should know better. If he really was
Yeah.
that mentally sick, maybe he should have been in a facility under care and provision as to avoid something like this from potentially happening. Additionally, the article says that he was the son of a mother with schizophrenia, with grandparents who also had mental health
Oh,
issues,
man.
who lived in extreme poverty. Revealing his dreams of going to Africa to tame lions, she recalled in an agonizing social media post, "You told me you were going to take a plane to go on a safari to Africa to look after lions. I thanked God when I was warned by the airport that you had cut the fence and got inside the landing gear compartment of a Gol Airlines plane. I thanked God because they saw on the cameras that there was a teenager there before a tragedy happened." So this is his mom recounting her thoughts at the time when he was trying to be a stowaway on a plane to Africa. They also say
The
Gerson's
fuck?
story is that of a boy who just wanted to get to know Africa to tame lions. By the way, I believe this is being
Man, what? I don't know, man. I don't get it. I
translated from
don't get it, bro.
Portuguese, so it may sound weird. They also say he discovered too late that a lion isn't a domestic cat and that we can't tame them without the right knowledge. Sadly, he wasn't sensible enough for that. City police, who had arrested Gerson several times for minor offenses, including criminal damage, confirmed his Africa dream and said he had told them he would make the journey on foot after his airport security breach. City Hall
What?
officials confirmed after
So he
yesterday
was
morning's
just like,
tragedy at the Aruda Camera Park. Also,
I'm not getting it though, bro. How the fuck were you this fascinated with the animal that you didn't know that like you getting in there was nothing but a death sentence? Like you told everybody about your dream to go to Africa to tame these lions. And I'm with it, bro. I'm all for chasing dreams, brother, but come on, twin. Like come on, an actual lion den,
known
fam, you're
as
tweaking out.
Bika or Bika, that it would be closed until the end of an ongoing investigation into the tragedy. They said in a statement, and I quote, "The man scaled a 20-feet wall and managed to get into the animal enclosure using one of the trees. According to police, it was a possible act of suicide, although security
Yeah,
staff tried to stop him. He
definitely an
acted
act of
very
suicide, bro.
quickly and died as a result of the injuries the lioness inflicted on him." They say the park was then immediately closed. "We would like to express our solidarity with the family of the victim of this regrettable incident. The 26.8 hectare park where the tragedy occurred opened in 1921, is home to over 580 animal species, including elephants, monkeys, and birds, as well as a wide variety of plants. Zoo vet Tiago Neri said the lioness had been contained without the use of tranquilizer darts of weapons. So clearly she was a well-behaved lion. He said, and I quote, "She obeyed and returned to her pen, but it took some time because she was stressed and in shock." Brazilian politician
What the
Mateus
fuck?
Loyola, who previously served as chief of police of the Environmental Protection Department of Curitiba, said in an online post which raised eyebrows because of some of its content, and I quote, "A lioness did exactly what a lioness does: instinct, defense, natural behavior of a wild animal. Tragedy and error begin when humans ignore basic safety limits, risk their own lives, and also endanger the life of the animal." In Joa
Ooh.
Pessoa, a man died yesterday after invading a lioness's enclosure at Aruda Camara
I
Park.
mean, he's
According
being
to the
honest
city
right now.
council, he climbed a wall over 6 meters high, passed through the protective bars, used a tree for support, and entered the cage. "We stand in solidarity with the victim's family. But when respecting wildlife, it's not a choice. It is a rule. When this boundary is ignored, it is always the animal that suffers. And this cannot continue to happen. Who do you think was the animal in this situation? That's a crazy.
Oh shit. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Damn. Damn. He said everything he had to say, and it sucks because it sounds so cold, but at the end of the day, man, schizophrenic or not, I mean, why the hell was he even able to? If he's trying to escape to go to Africa and shit, why is he even able to go to the zoo by himself? Like I don't know, man. It sucks. My heart is definitely with the family. I hope there's people not really out here doing this shit on the regular, and we're just hearing about this one. Um, but it's sad. It definitely is sad. It's your boy Sluu Hustle. Let me know what y'all think about this story in the comments. Smash that like button. I know you haven't subscribed, so go ahead and subscribe. See y'all again in the next one.